Greetings everyone, this is the Vintage Sewing Machine Garage. Making a video today. This is part of my ongoing quest to overhaul the last sewing machine of 2020. And I better hurry because it's getting toward the end of 2020. But that's the end of my inventory, and there will be no more sewing machines overhauled or offered for sale until late spring or maybe early this summer. It's getting difficult during the winter to show machines, and we don't do these things indoors. So during COVID, hopefully when things are once again back to some sense of normal, we'll have more machines to show you. But in the meantime, we have plenty of videos to make. And this, of course, is the legendary Singer button style foot pedal. And this came with the Singer 201 that I bought. Now, that 201, I've had to do a number of overhauls to it, and when I got it, the wires were disconnected, but I had the pedal, and I thought, okay, this, by the way, is normally the the only vintage foot pedal that I overhaul. Normally, if a foot pedal is failing, I simply replace it. But anyway, we're going to see what's up on the inside of this one. I like to look inside just to see what's going on, and I'm a little curious as to why this masking tape, it looks like it's been on there a while. I don't know why that's there. It has rubber feet. Now, I don't know if somebody had the tape on there to help it not slide. I really don't know. But even if I didn't see this tape, taking a look is not a bad idea if you're getting the machine for the first time. Now, if you get it from someone that you know, or they know a lot more about the machine, maybe that's up to you. But I like to just make sure, because a foot pedal, or a knee pedal for that matter, any kind of speed control device. We just call these foot pedals because they go on the floor and you put your foot on them. But the point of this controls the speed of the sewing machine, and that means it controls the flow of electricity. So it's a big deal. It's not a small part of your machine. Very important one, unless you have a treadle machine, in which case you are the horsepower for that. Just take the screws out here. And like many things from the vintage period, these were designed to be, you can tell because you have access screws, so it was designed to be maintenanced whenever that was required. I think when these were new, they didn't require a ton of maintenance. They were designed to be adjusted up to a certain point. So I'm going to take the end of the screwdriver here and just gently pry it. It should come out. Sometimes the little rubber feet have dust and they'll stick, so you want to be gentle. And we will see what is in here. Well, again, when I have a foot pedal, guys, now we know why that tape was on the outside and why it's helpful to look inside sometimes. So this is the inside. You guys have seen videos before I've done on the Singer foot pedal. Virtually all vintage sewing machine foot pedals, almost all of them, going way back, before we had digital, even some of the early electronic ones may have had these, but they have porcelain inside. You think, well, why would they use porcelain? Yeah, it adds weight, which in this case is helpful, but the main reason was that it's an insulator. It's an electricity insulator. And I have mentioned to you all before that one of the great weaknesses or vulnerabilities of any speed control device, particularly foot pedals, because they get put on the floor and then moved, and is that you don't want to drop them, because the primary reason being the porcelain inside. Now, new foot pedals, you don't want to drop those either, but that's because they have very sensitive electronics. It's like dropping a laptop, which you do not want to do, and you don't want to drop your modern foot pedals, okay? Different reason, different materials inside, but the same result. They're all vulnerable to impacts. Well, this one apparently got dropped, and when it did, someone opened it up, and what did they do? There's a piece. When I had it, when I first get them, one of the first things I do is I shake them. Whoops, I shake them, but that in itself, didn't